Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be part 2 to finishing book series that I'm in the middle of. I had a lot of fun making this first video a few months ago and I want to do it again. And honestly, I don't know how many series I'm in the middle of. There's a very big difference between how many I'm actually in the middle of and how many series I want to finish. Like for example, I've only read the first 3 books of Shatter Me, but I don't care to finish that series if I'm being so honest. Like it wasn't horrible, but I'm not going to continue that one. So I cannot give y'all numbers. I cannot give you a percentage. I literally don't know how many I'm in the middle of. But we're gonna start the video with a strong one, and that is The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is the second book in the Once Upon a Broken Heart series. I read the first one last month, I think, and I absolutely loved it. And I've heard that this one is even better. I heard this is the best one in the series. All the girlies that I follow on Goodreads, I'm pretty sure they all rated this 5 stars or like 4.5 stars, and they said that the tension is just absolutely amazing. I've heard that Jax is just wonderful in this, so I'm very, very excited to start this. I love Stephanie Garber's writing. I've said it before, her books are very YA, but something about them is just so magical that I love being in her world. So I'm so excited. We're definitely gonna finish this series in this video. I will get the 3rd book after I finish this one, and then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I have a few obviously series that like I'm in the middle of and I want to finish, so once that time comes, I'll find the next book that we're gonna read in this video to finish another series. But for right now, we're gonna be starting with The Ballad of Never After. And yeah, I don't really know what else to say. Let's just get right into it. I hope you guys enjoy this video, and yeah, let's start reading. This lighting's probably horrible. It is 9:08 the next day. Literally did not even talk to y'all again last night, and I did not talk to y'all this morning, but I have read a lot. I'm on page 202, which is chapter 25. I'm about halfway through. Actually, I think I'm technically more than halfway through, because a good chunk at the end of this, like that much, I don't know if y'all can tell, that's a lot. I think it's like an excerpt from the next book, so I'm getting there. I'm getting close. I only have like 150 pages left. I'm loving this. I don't know what it is about Jax calling Evangeline Little Fox, like that's his nickname for her. I feel like I'm the kind of person that would think that that's such a cringy nickname, but I guess it's not, because Evangeline, her last name is Fox, so like he's calling her Little Fox, so I think that's why it's like not as cringy, because her last name literally is Fox. But there is a there's this huge thing in this book about Evangeline's favorite like tale that she was told growing up by her mother is called like The Ballad of the Archer and the Fox, or The Tale of the Archer and the Fox, and it's about like an archer falling in love with this girl who's the fox that he's supposed to kill. It's kind of hard to explain, but we're kind of learning that that may be like based off of Jax and Evangeline, like maybe not that they're them from the tale, I don't think, but like something like that. We're also learning that Jax may not be not who he says he is, but that he may have been a part of one of the like big, like the family houses. I don't know how long ago, like hundreds of years ago, I'm not really sure, but he might be someone important, and he might be the only like surviving family member of his family. And Evangeline confronted him with that, and he was just like, you know, that's fake, like the stories here are all fake, blah blah blah, whatever, like that's not me. We're just learning a lot of information right now, and I feel like I know how this book is gonna come together, but I'm not 100%, but I have a guess. Anyway, like I said, I only have like 150-ish, 160 pages left. The food in the pressure cooker is about to be done. I'm making a pot roast, but after I eat that, we're gonna keep reading. And I honestly want to try to get to page like 275 tonight, so that I only have like 100 pages left tomorrow and I can finish it, but I'll probably talk to y'all tomorrow. All right guys, I ended up finishing The Ballad of Never After a few days ago. I completely forgot to update y'all, but I loved this book. It was so good. I liked it more than the first one. I think I'm gonna give it 4.5 stars. I'm quite literally just obsessed with Jax. I'm obsessed with him. I think that he is, I don't even know how to describe him. I've already said it multiple times in this video, but the way that he literally does not care about anyone except for Evangeline. Well, he does. I think he really does have a heart. He really does. Like, he's so soft on the inside, but he tries to act so tough on the outside, and that is like one of my favorite tropes. Like when a bad guy has a soft spot for someone, or just like you know, is actually a really soft guy on the inside. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's exactly how he is in this book. I love him so much. We learned a little bit more about his like family history and his childhood and who he kind of actually is, like not just being Jax. And it was just phenomenal. There was one part of this book that I will probably remember forever, and it's whenever Jax took Evangeline to his childhood home. I don't remember what it was called now. It was like the Hollow or something, I don't remember. But when he took her there, that was like my favorite scene of the whole book. If you know, you know. But absolutely love this. Gonna give it 4.5 stars. The reason I didn't really talk to y'all the last few days is because I was waiting for A Curse for True Love to come in, and it finally got here yesterday, and I started it this morning, and I'm already on page 98, which is chapter 11. And oh my god, I just realized where I'm currently at is Jax's point of view. We haven't gotten a Jax point of view yet in this book. Ah! Okay, that makes me so excited. I'm literally gonna finish filming this and then start reading again. But this book has started kind of not how I expected, I guess. We haven't literally, like, up until the last chapter, we haven't seen or heard Jax at all. Like, because of how the second book ended, how this one ended, it's the first 100 pages have really just been Apollo and Evangeline, and I don't like Apollo. He's creepy, he's so weird, and so I'm not really vibing with the story's good, like I love it, but like I wish that we had Jax already. And so we've just got our first little snippet of Jax in like one of the last chapters, but it was literally only like a paragraph, and I just saw that we get his point of view next, so I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm already loving this one though too. I don't know if it's gonna be rated as high. I feel like it would be very hard to beat the tension in this book, but so far I'm really liking it. And once I finish this book, this series is done, you guys. It's done. I don't want it to be done. I'm hoping that, like, obviously I don't know how this book ends yet, but I'm already like, Stephanie Garber, can you please come out with another book, because I want there to be more. But yeah, I have my Red Bull. I'm gonna sit here, keep reading, and I will talk to y'all with an update later. It's a few hours later. I changed because I went shopping, but it is breaking my heart that Evangeline doesn't remember Jax. Like, my heart is being torn in two. Jax, in that point of view chapter that I was telling y'all about earlier, he said, he's like, you know, normally I'm known as like a sadistic person. I like to hurt people, but when it comes to Evangeline, like, all I want to do is protect her. Oh my god, like, I am in love with this man. Jax literally showed up in Evangeline's bedroom in the middle of the night and was like, come outside with me, which, by the way, is really weird if you think about it in like a normal sense. Like, if a man showed up in my room and I didn't know who he was and he was like, come outside with me, I'd be like, no, get out. But she went outside with him to the gardens, and he's literally trying to protect her, to defend herself, so that when he leaves, because he's, you know, going somewhere so he never has to see her again, he wants to make sure before he leaves that she knows how to protect herself in case she gets attacked again. Like, he wants to make sure that she's safe before he leaves, and that's just like breaking my heart. I love this man so much. I finished A Curse for True Love literally like 10 minutes ago, and I don't even know what to think. I don't want this world to be over. I really debated just like not even reading the last chapter today. Like, I wanted to wait until tomorrow to read the epilogue just to like have one more day with these characters, but that's just silly. So I went ahead and finished it, and I love these characters. I love this world. I love everything about them. I will say that I don't think I liked this book as much as the second, because Jax wasn't in this one as much, and Jax is my favorite character, and I feel like he's everyone's favorite character. So the tension in book 2 is just very hard to beat. So I don't think I like this one as much, but I still really enjoyed it. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star. I'm just so sad for this world to be over. This book wasn't exactly what I expected. I thought there would be a lot more Jax, but it was honestly more focused around Apollo and Evangeline. And I don't know, nothing bad. Like, I still loved the book, but just not my favorite. My favorite's still book number 2. The way that this book ended is making me think that she's gonna write something else in this world. So the very last sentence in this book says, or like the last 2 sentences says, and the story curse decided to stop watching. It was time to leave these two alone and let them have their ever after. Other stories were brewing in the magnificent north. So the way she said other stories are brewing makes me think she's writing something else with like other characters. And there was another like there were some other side characters that I think she could write stories that spin off into another series. So hopefully she's doing that, because I just love this world so much, and I definitely like this series more than Caraval. So I decided that the next book that I'm going to read, and the final book that I'm going to read in this video, is going to be the last book in the Cruel Prince series. I always thought that it was just the original like trilogy, which I have read all of them, but there's actually another book called How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories, and I think it's in Cardan's point of view. So I think I'm going to order that on Amazon, and hopefully it will get here literally tomorrow. But after that, I will be done with the like actual Cruel Prince trilogy. I know there's spin-off series from this series, but for like just the Cruel Prince series, we'll be done after this book. So I'm gonna order that, and I will see y'all when it comes in. It has been like 2 weeks since I have talked to y'all. I have been reading other books for other videos, and just time got away from me for this video, but we are back. I'm starting the last book, the third and last book in this video, but we're finishing the video off with this current book that I have in front of me, and I ordered it yesterday on Amazon, and it was overnighted for free. I didn't like overnight it for extra money, but it's already here, and I'm so excited. So we're gonna be reading How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. This is technically the last book in the Cruel Prince series. Now, it technically is just like the Cruel Prince trilogy, and I've read all of those, but this is the like third and a half book, like the novella. It has like about 200 pages, but I believe that this is about Cardan's childhood, so it's technically like a prequel to the first book, and it's not a part of the actual like trilogy, like the main books, but everyone knows what a novella is, okay? Like, you don't have to read them, but it is technically a part of the series. So we're gonna be reading this. The cool thing about this book, let me see if I can like find an example. There's like artwork in this book with the pages, which I think is really cool. Like, that's so cool. I'm so excited to, like, there's a lot of artwork. Every page that I go to like has artwork on it, so I'm so excited. My hair is looking wild. It's about to start pouring, so it's getting kind of frizzy and crazy. But the weird thing about this book is that it's technically a paperback, but it has like the dust jacket folds on the front and the back, but it's like, it's not removable, you know, like this, it's paperback, like I can bend it, but it has those. I've never seen a book like that, a paperback, have the folds in the front and the back like that, like what a normal dust jacket would be. So kind of weird, but I love this cover. I'm so excited to see the pictures while I'm reading this. I love this world so much. I'm gonna read the back just because it's really like quick. It says, a prince of fairy, nourished on cat milk and contempt, born into a family overburdened with heirs. Perhaps it's no surprise that he turned out the way he did. Some might think of him as a strong draught. I think that's draught. Burning the back of one's throat, but invigorating all the same. You might beg to differ. So long as you're begging, he doesn't mind a bit. So I'm really excited. I love this world. It's like one of the easiest fantasy worlds I've ever read about, and I just love it so much. So we're gonna start this. Because it's under 200 pages, I think I'm gonna try to finish it like literally by tomorrow, and I think it should be easy, especially with all the illustrations on the pages. So we're gonna start this, and I will give y'all an update probably once I'm halfway through. I know I look probably wild right now, but this is literally just me reading at home. Like, y'all are just getting like me. I don't know how else to explain it, but I am obsessed with the graphics in this book. I think they're not like the best artwork I've ever seen in my life, but they're so like almost just like, they're like watercolors to me, and I think that they are just absolutely beautiful. So like this part that I just got to, this is Jude holding Cardan at, if y'all can see, she's holding him at the throat with a sword, and I just love it. That's not even like the best one. Like, these are what the start of a chapter look like. This is what the start of a new chapter looks like. Like, it has the name of the chapter and then like artwork that goes along with it. And every other page in this book is artwork. So it's like one's artwork, one's not. One is, one's not. And I'm just like, I'm literally obsessed with it. And what page am I even on right now? I'm on page 61. So there's only like 170 pages. So I'm like a third of the way through this book, and I definitely think that I know 100% I'll finish it tomorrow. I don't know if I'll finish it today. I might, but I am enjoying it. I also thought that this was gonna fully be like a prequel to the first book, like only Cardan's childhood, but it's actually not. We're seeing like glimpses of him and Jude but we're also seeing like his past, like before, you know, like he met Jude. We're also getting a point of view of like I'm saying point of view so much, I'm so sorry you guys, but we're seeing his point of view from like what happened in the first book. So like whenever Jude and him started going to school together in Elfhame, he's like, it's in his eyes, he's talking about, you know, like, well, why is there a human in my class, you know, blah blah blah, all this stuff. And it's just, I'm loving this book so much. I think that the graphics are just literally beautiful. Like, here's another random one, just absolutely gorgeous. And let me show you one. There was one of Cardan. Let me see if I can, oh, this one. Look, he's a fairy, obviously, so it's not gonna look like a normal, like, human male, but like, I love the graphics in this. So yeah, it's 61, I was gonna say 61% of the way through. I wish. I'm on page 61, and I definitely will finish it either tonight or tomorrow, but I'll talk to y'all once I either get a little bit further, or honestly once I finish this book. Why? This is like a minute later. Why did it take me this long to realize that Allison, well, I know why it took me this long. So the very next page is Cardan's sister, Rhea. I don't know how to say her name, but they're talking about, you know, Alice in Wonderland, the book. And it says, Rhea leaned over and pushed a fallen strand of his hair back over one of his ears. Take it. And he said, you want me to have it? He asked, just to be sure. And that just like clicked something in my head, that is the Alice in Wonderland book that Jude found in Cardan's, like, I think it was his bedroom. It's been so long since I've read the original books, but that is the Alice in Wonderland book. That just clicked for me. It literally, I did not remember that until just now for some reason. Like, when they first mentioned Alice in Wonderland, did not remember, but now I do. I don't know why that makes it so much sweeter that his sister gave it to him, and he was asking, like, this is a mortal book, like, what? And she gave it to him. It is the next morning, and I have already finished this book. It was super easy to read. It was only like 170 pages, but I don't know how I feel about it. It wasn't great, but it wasn't horrible. Like, it was just, it's a novella. I feel like every novella I've ever read, it's just been like it was fine, you know, but nothing like super special. I don't know, it was interesting to learn a little bit more about like Cardan's childhood, and we learned a little bit about his childhood, but we also got to see him like living in the mortal world with Jude and Vivi and Heather and, you know, all of them, which was really cool from his point of view to like see him try to fit in the mortal world. But I don't know, I feel like there wasn't one big plot. I don't think that there was, and I don't think that I'll think about this book again. You definitely don't need to read it to understand, you know, like what happens in the Cruel Prince trilogy, but it was interesting, and I am glad that I read it. I think I'm gonna give it like 3 stars. I don't know, it just like, I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. So I feel like, you know, 3 stars is like right in the middle. I will say that I would have given this book 5 stars just off of the artwork in here. Like, I'm obsessed. I probably took a million videos and you've probably already seen them, but like, I'm just, the way that each chapter like has a full like 2-page artwork, and then even just like random pages have, you know, like this, it's just, I love it so much, and I want to read more books now that have illustrations in it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna give it 3 stars. I'd still recommend it. Like, it was fun, but you definitely don't need to read it to like understand the Cruel Prince world. So yeah, I think that's gonna be the end of this video. I read 3 books. I'm pretty proud of myself, and let me know if you guys want a part 3, because this is part 2 to my continuing or finishing series that I'm in the middle of. Let me know if you want a part 3, because I definitely have a lot of series that I'm still in the middle of. So let me know down in the comments. Yeah, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Be my best friend here. And yeah, I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.